What makes a character truly great? Is it their strength, their intelligence, their popularity? Anime has given us countless legendary protagonists. Naruto, Light, Lelouch. All of these characters are often praised for their complexity and impact. But among all of them, one name consistently appears in discussions about the greatest written anime characters of all time. His name is
Eren Yeager.
At first glance, Eren seems like a very standard shonen protagonist. He's loud and emotional, and he constantly talks about defeating his enemies. But as the story progresses, something incredible happens. The more we learn about Eren, the more we realize that we never truly understood him at all. So welcome everybody, I am Anime Mind, and today we're breaking down exactly why Eren Yeager is considered one of the best written anime characters of all time. And trust me, it's much deeper than you think. The perfect beginning. One of the biggest reasons Eren works so well is because his journey starts in a place everyone can understand. When he watches his lovely mother get eaten by a titan, his entire world collapses. In that moment, he develops a simple goal: destroy every titan. It's a straightforward motivation, and the audience immediately understood him. We sympathize with him, and we wanna see him succeed. It is so important because it creates a strong foundation for everything that comes later. Most stories keep their protagonist's motivation relatively unchanged, but Attack on Titan does the opposite. It continuously changes Eren's beliefs. Every truth he learns forces him to reevaluate who the real enemy is, and eventually, the person he fights the hardest becomes himself. The illusion of freedom. If there's one word that defines Eren's character, it's freedom. Throughout the entire series, Eren is obsessed with freedom. As a child, he hates the walls, and he sees them as a cage. While everyone else accepts their lives, Eren dreams of seeing the outside world. He wants to explore and to choose his own path and to be free. At first, this seems heroic. I mean, who wouldn't want freedom? But Attack on Titan slowly turns this idea upside down, because Eren's pursuit of freedom becomes so extreme that it starts taking freedom away from others. This creates one of the greatest ironies in anime. The character who values freedom above everything eventually becomes the biggest threat to freedom itself. And that's where Eren becomes fascinating. He isn't simply a hero, he isn't simply a villain. He's trapped somewhere in between. A character who keeps evolving. Many protagonists remain fundamentally the same throughout their stories. Eren doesn't. Every season reveals a different version of him. Season 1 Eren is angry, Season 2 Eren is desperate, Season 3 Eren becomes delusional, and Season 4 introduces an almost completely different person. The genius part is that none of these changes felt forced. They're natural consequences of what he's been experiencing. Imagine realizing that no matter what you do, catastrophe seems inevitable. Imagine discovering that everything you've believed in your life was an entire lie. That's what happened to Eren. His worldview doesn't change because the writer wanted him to become darker. It changes because reality keeps crushing his ideas. And that's what makes his evolution believable. The basement reveal changes everything. Many anime have plot twists. Few have plot twists that completely redefine the entire story. The basement revelation is one of them. For years, viewers believed humanity was fighting for survival against titans. Then suddenly, everything changes. The world is much larger now. The titans aren't the true enemy, and Eren's people are part of the century-long cycle of hatred. This moment transforms Eren's character. Before the basement, Eren's enemy was obvious. After the basement, there is no obvious enemy anymore. The situation becomes morally grey, and Eren is forced to confront questions with no easy answers. Who deserves to live? Can peace ever exist? How do you protect your people when the entire world wants them dead? These questions begin shaping every decision Eren makes afterward. The timeskip masterpiece. One of the boldest decisions in anime history was this timeskip. When viewers see Eren again, he's almost unrecognizable. Gone is the emotional teenager. In his place stands a calm, distant, and a terrifying figure. What's brilliant is the audience doesn't immediately understand him. We're confused, his friends are confused too, and that's exactly the point. For the first time, we're no longer seeing the story through Eren's eyes. We're observing him from the outside, just like everyone else. This creates a mystery around his character. What is he planning? Why is he acting this way? Has he become evil? Or is there something more happening beneath the surface? This uncertainty makes him incredibly compelling. Eren is both hero and a villain. Most stories clearly separate heroes from villains. Attack on Titan intentionally destroys that line. Depending on your perspective, Eren can be viewed as either. To the people of Paradise, he's a protector. To the rest of the world, he's a monster. And both sides have valid arguments. And that's what makes the conflict so powerful. Eren isn't fighting an obviously evil enemy. He's fighting people who are trying to survive just like him. This creates one of the most morally complex situations in anime. There are no perfect solutions, no magical endings, no easy answers, only impossible choices. Eren is the one forced to make them. The tragedy of knowing the future. One of the most fascinating aspects of Eren's character is his relationship with fate. As the story progresses, Eren gains knowledge of the future events. This completely changes how we see him. At first, Eren seems like someone making choices. Later, we begin questioning whether he ever truly had a choice at all. Did Eren create the future, or was he simply following it? This philosophical dilemma lies at the heart of his character. The boy who wanted freedom more than anyone else may actually be the person with the least freedom in the entire story. That's tragic. And it's one of the reasons fans continue debating his actions year after the series ended. Human, flawed, and real. Another reason Eren stands out is because he's deeply flawed. He's impulsive and selfish at times. He's stubborn and often makes terrible decisions. But that's exactly why he feels real. Great characters aren't perfect. They're human. Eren doesn't always know the right answer. He doesn't always make the right choice. Sometimes he causes enormous suffering. Sometimes he hurts people closest to him. But every action comes from a place we can understand, even when we disagree with him. And that's the hallmark of exceptional character writing. Understanding a character doesn't mean agreeing with them. It means understanding why they became who they are. So in the end, Eren's story isn't about becoming stronger. It's about what happens when a person is pushed to the absolute limits of their beliefs. Whether you love him or hate him, one thing is undeniable. Very few anime characters have sparked as discussions, analysis, and debate as Eren Yeager. And that's usually the sign of truly great writing. So what do you think, guys? Is Eren the greatest written anime character of all time? Or do you think another character deserves that title? Let me know down in the comment section. And if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing and leave a like, and see you guys in the next video.